I should really get posters for the sides of these. This is, I underestimated how it would look on here. Note to self, don't use tape for posters. I lost quite a few bits because of the tape. See the corner there? It's white. It should be yellow. Hey guys, it's CSDX and welcome to this video. Burger King. In case you've been living under a rock like a portion of America, Burger King is one of the biggest fast food chains in the world, mostly America, second only to McDonald's. And like McDonald's with their mascot in Ronald McDonald, Burger King had their mascot in the King. No, not the Burger King, just the King. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do that either. He, also like Ronald, had multiple versions, and people tend to agree that the King in the 2000s was one of the creepiest ones ever to exist. At least next to Gritty, anyway. Though I'm not gonna lie, I've never actually found him creepy. I mean, I can see why others do, but me personally, I'm fine with this iteration. Anyway, in late 2006, Burger King started up King Games, and with the helps of the Blitz Arcade division of Blitz Games, made 3 games initially intended for the digital Xbox Live market on the Xbox 360. However, Burger King thought so highly of them that they opted to produce physical versions of the game, allow them to play on both Xbox OG and Xbox 360, still with online achievements mind you, and sell them at Burger King. Yeah, they thought they were so high quality that they didn't even charge full price for them. They only charged $3 per game. That's $9 for 3 games, and even then I don't think that was worth the price. Sadly, Amazon seems to disagree, as the collection is priced at $29.95 with used copies at $50. Wait, there are still new copies?! Preston, I thought it was surprising when the Wii U had new Wait, why am I surprised at that? The Wii U didn't sell well. Well, we're gonna take a look at all 3 of them. Special thanks to a friend who not only requested this review, but provided the 3 games here for the reviewing, so I could get this done. I have no idea if he's okay with his name being out there, so I'm just gonna not mention who he is. So let's start with Pocket Bike Racer. Wow, what a title screen. Like, holy shit, this is lazy. Oh, and look at this roster of characters. When the hell did we have a guy in a chicken suit advertise Burger King? And who could ever forget Winston? Or Biker? They didn't even try! They didn't even try with this shit! As for how the game plays, it's not really good. The controls are rather poor, especially when it comes to turning. It's actually really stiff with that, and it ends up a struggle to finish the races, especially when most of the tracks require you to do precise turns. How in the hell did you make tracks that require sharp turns, and yet make turning stiffer than my boner when watching certain porn? And boy does it get stiff. Okay, seriously, let me check the manual for this thing. Crown card stuff. Why do they style it like a pinup poster? By the way, for those that are either too young or forgot, physical games used to have manuals. Nowadays, not even digital games have manuals, and that upsets me. So let's just gadget up, gadget, There's no drifting? Yep! In order to turn in most of these tracks, you gotta slow down a tad and then turn. Why can't we have a drift option to help? Fucking Mario Kart has had this with each iteration, how the hell could you not do that with this? By the way, it isn't the handling rating with the vehicle I chose, it's literally that they programmed it poorly. I will speak positively about one thing, as I feel the way they did power-ups was cool and I think a bit innovative too. See, you gain specific levels of power-ups by driving between sets of 2 cones. I don't think it really matters what color you go through, as they all boost the gauge at the same amount if I'm not mistaken. However, there is some strategy to it, as you can either use a power-up that the gauge reached and depleted immediately, or you can use a boost to try and catch up with only using a little bit of the gauge. I did find myself using the boost a lot more, but then it ended up being more of a curse than a gift in other tracks because there's so many damn turns to make in these tracks! As for the power-ups, they don't seem to be anything special. Although, the one that inverts your controls is so bullshit, especially with, again, the design and layout of the tracks. I dare say this is essentially racing shovelware even. Oh, and the loading times are atrocious. I'm pretty sure 10 minutes of my footage for this game are just loading times. And do you know what happens, Pocket Bike Racer, when you half-ass a blatant attempt at Mario Kart with BK slapped on it and, well, half-ass it? You just made the sheet! And I will be honest, I did have some fun with the game, but the poor controls just ruined it for me. Wasn't enough to salvage it, so. Next is... What am I doing with my life? Oh, it needs to load before it even gets to the logos. I don't think I have ever seen that before. That's just the sounding. Okay, this title screen is... Nope, it's just as lazy, if not lazier. And maybe I can create a character. Okay, you know what, the loading sucks here too, so just forget it. I'll just exit the character creation and get back to the title screen. Wait. Exiting the character creation resets the game? How in the ever-loving ass did you fuck that up? Okay, this is basically just one large minigame that I'm unsure if it was a thing in Mario Party, Crash 'em Bash 'em, or some shovelware party game. Unless I'm imagining it. So this game seems hard to get the hang of. All it really is a bumper car battle royale. You bash into other cars and try to get them to blow up or lose points. Not sure how that works, honestly. And if you want to know how good I was with this one, I saw a power up over a hole in the floor, went for it, and lost the bout with no way to return as I fell down the hole. I amaze myself. You can also boost in order to put in harder hits, but most of the time I was unsure if I was damaging them or if they were damaging me. But hey, I made it through the tournament with 2 whole points. I had fun, and yet I didn't. Schrodinger's entertainment. Okay, this is gonna cause some conflict, I'm sure, but I don't think bank bumping is really all that bad, honestly. I mean, it'd be fun to play with friends, and it didn't seem to control terribly, so I'd say it's done its job, but at the same time, I feel it needs more substance to have replay value. You're not gonna get much out of this aside from bumper car battles, so I'm not gonna put it on the sheet. It's averagely okay and yet lacking, to say the least. And then there was one. Kill me. Sneak King. Just as lazy a title screen as the last two, although I'll admit if I saw this at night, I'd probably shit myself in fear. King plus knight equals nope. This is arguably the most infamous and well-known of the three, to the point that a completionist even reviewed it. Twice! And both times he was not kind to it. I dare say that this is arguably the dumbest concept I've ever seen for a game. What do? You sneak around feeding people burgers. That's really it. You sneak around and try not to be seen so you can feed people before they pass out. So, serious question. Why do I have to sneak around to help them get fed? Like, if I'm seen, it's treated like, I caught you, and then you can't feed him anymore. Why can't I feed him anymore? I don't think hunger is subjective as to whether you see a fast food mascot or not. This one's largely challenge-based, as you try to complete a challenge and then progress to the next one. I guess in a way this game is largely a puzzle game of some kind, but the concept is so damn stupid, and it's just not fun. Also, this guy in no way was supposed to turn towards me, and right before I could feed him, he sees me and I lose. Fuck this game. And do you know what happens when you... Fuck it, you just made the sheet! So I still find it odd that these games were seen so highly that they were worth physical copies, and yet charged only $3. I think the word for this is ironic, if anything. Well, I know what to do with these games! Where's my sword? There's my sword. Is that my sword? That's not my sword. Where's my sword? Fuck! Oh wait, what am I doing? These belong to someone else.